Welcome to the Daily Influence, where our mission is to deliver a daily dose of positive influence that can uplift you personally or be shared within your sphere of influence. While not every episode may directly apply to your unique circumstances, we strive to provide insights and inspiration relevant to most people's daily, weekly, and monthly lives. Whether you are tuning in during the morning, noon, or night, the Daily Influence is here for you. Listen, share, and embrace the power of influence in your life. Hey, everybody, Brian Smith here with the Iron Team series and your Daily Influence. Today, we are going to talk about building resilience, which is basically overcoming challenges and adversity in our lives. And as humans, we face this all the time. We just came out of my last podcast where we talked about self-awareness and how to apply self-awareness. And it leads into this building resilience and overcoming these challenges and adversity. And again, as I noted in my last podcast with you, if at any time while we are talking about these things that look back on our past, that have us challenge things that happen to us, and those things begin to create anxiety or behaviors or thoughts that are overly negative, reach out to friends, family, or a professional mental health care person. Building resilience, and resilience is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties and having toughness in the face of challenge. It's really important to build it, but you can't build it without practice. Any time that you want to build something, it takes practice. And if you want to be good at it, it takes practice. For most of us, the behavioral assets we have, the learned assets we have come from practice, come from understanding, come from learning. Being able to overcome challenges and adversity is the foundation of having resilience. And by the way, challenges and adversity are inevitable in life, both personal and in business. By developing and practicing getting through them, our resilience will help us to grow. It will give us a deeper and wider foundation as a human with an ability to move through and be more influential in a positive way for ourselves and for anybody around us. Some of the core concepts of this are, again, self-awareness, understanding your strengths and weaknesses. If you use this self-awareness to help you build this resilience, focusing more time on overcoming any weaknesses you have. For example, if you struggle with one-on-one communication, practicing that. If you struggle in maintaining composure through stressful times, practice that. Go with somebody, ask people to help you, get constructive support from your team, people you trust around you. And if you don't have anybody like that, go outside to professionals who, quite frankly, are basically paid to be objective. And if you are paying somebody to be objective, listen to them. Being self-aware requires effective listening, listening to learn. And if we do that, we will grow. And if we grow, that's an improvement. Having a mindset shift and starting to view challenges as opportunities for improvement. Whenever we have that type of challenge, that is one of the key factors of having resilience, is looking at challenges as opportunities. And understand that any issue that you're involved in, whatever it is, you are that common denominator in every issue you are involved in, regardless of where it starts. You are a common denominator. That means you have responsibility within it somehow. Challenging yourself to define that responsibility and then coming up with positive action so you have positive outcomes. Learning from what got you there to what got you out. That will build resilience. Also, building a network of support around you through positive relationships. That means identifying and engaging with mentors, with peers, who can give you guidance, give you support, and give you encouragement as you learn to navigate the challenges in your areas of influence, whatever they might be. Having the support system in place, if you don't have one, again, you're going to have to slow down and think about. You might have to put yourself out there a little bit. You might have to actually go and talk to somebody if you can't identify who that might be. Get some ideas. Surely you have somebody in your area sphere of influence, friends, family, workmates. And if you don't, reach out to us. Reach out to some other professional. Send us a note. Engage with us. We will try to help you. Having positive reinforcement will help you build confidence. That's what that support mechanism is about. And having that positive reinforcement makes your resilience better. And that's where collaboration and communication within your teams is so important. And if you're struggling with that, if your teams are struggling with that, if your leaders are struggling with that, you can point them to our podcast. You can point them to our books. You can find a way to introduce that influence within your area of influence for them also. That also means being ethical, leading with integrity. You can follow with integrity also. When you see things happening around you that lack integrity, that are irresponsible, even in the face of adversity, you should try to challenge those. Practicing transparency and open communication can help get you there. It also helps build trust. You have to ask yourself oftentimes, if people can't have open communication with you, why? What is it that is getting in the way of that type of improved ability to communicate? But when we have open communication, it does build trust and it does create resilience, not just with yourself, but with the whole team. And being adaptable in your strategies and adaptable in your tactics. Practicing policy procedure, educating and learning helps you navigate through unexpected challenges. It helps you pivot into and away from where you might need to be in a particular moment so that you still end up where you want to be. Embrace improvement, embrace change. Remember, there's one constant in life, that's change. View it as a way, how do I turn change into improvement? We all want to improve. We all struggle with change. Focus on what you can control. And the things that you can't control, if you can support others who control it for you, do it in the most positive and effective way you can and stay positive. Support your physical health, get enough sleep, eat to make you happy, make sure that it's healthy for you, and practice mindfulness. Do things to help reduce stress. You know what reduces stress for you individually. Find a way to do that more. And if you can't, and if you're really still struggling in the emotional or behavioral area, get professional help. And remember, our experience is the way we learn. So reflect regularly on that. Look for lessons and opportunities for lessons within where we've been. And when we do that, we will develop around us a tactic and a plan for continuous improvement. And whenever you are planning for the future, make sure you are setting that plan in a smart way. Use SMART goals to support the SMART tactics: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. Make sure that we are following this SMART path to being smart people, and make long-term goals, break them down into smaller challenges, manageable steps that will guide you to where you need to be, and measure those steps along the way, and be mindful, reflective, and challenge yourself to learn, which will build the resilience you need. Hope you've enjoyed today's podcast about overcoming challenges, building resilience. I hope you'll join us again in the future for whatever topic is coming up. And don't forget, our book series, the I Am Team series, supports all of the work that we do within our books. Individual influence, positive influence, and responsible influence are tools and tips that help you to apply, plan, and improve on all the topics that we talk about here at Daily Influence. I hope you have a great day. Thank you.